right, welcome back. It's the Avid Investor Podcast with me, your host, Josh Adamek, and today we're going to talk about consistency. Consistency is key. Regardless of what you're doing, if you want the results, if you want good results, positive results, you got to be consistent. So compare that to anything that you do in life, anything that you do in business. If you try it, do it once, do it twice, it doesn't work, you give up, move on. You're not going to get the results. So let's talk about health. Health, for example. Now, I'm not a fitness coach. I'm not a life coach. I'm not any of that. I'm just, giving you some ideas, some things to think about here. So health, for example. You want to lose some weight. You got to be consistent with that diet. You got to be consistent with that exercise, with that workout, with that routine. You got to be consistent. And you got to be in it for the long term if you want the results, right? So how many people, like, we see this every year. At least I see it every year. You go to the gym. First week of January, it's flooded with people, all kind of new faces, trainers, all kind of trainers there, personal trainers there. Early in the morning, that's when I go to the gym. They're there early in the morning. The place is packed. Every treadmill's full. Locker room's packed. I mean, the place is just packed. First week of January. Second week of January, it's still busy. It's still busy. Trainers are there early in the morning. They got their clients there. It's still a lot of people there. Around the third or fourth week of January, every single year, gym's back to the normal people that are there, the normal people that are consistent, that are there day after day after day after day, that are disciplined, that are sticking, that are being consistent, that are getting the results. That's going to the gym. That's your exercise. Same thing with the diet. I mean, if you want to lose some weight, you got to stick to the diet. You got to be consistent with the diet. You can't fall off. I mean, you want the results. You got to be consistent. So that's just an example. So you want the health. You got to be consistent to get the results. Same thing goes with the wealth. You want to create wealth. You want to build wealth. You want to manage your current wealth. You got to be consistent with your investment strategies. So, I've seen this, I've been in the business for almost 20 years now, and I've seen a lot of people come and go. And I've seen a lot of people that, every 6 weeks, every 2 months, every 2 years, they're doing something totally different. They're one day you see them, they're wholesaling houses. Then you see them 3 months later and they're selling timeshares, they're selling condos. You see them 6 months later, they're a lender. Now they're a lender, they're brokering loans for somebody. Then you see them, 4 months after that, 5-6 months after that. Now they're doing Airbnbs. They're building up this big Airbnb portfolio. And the bottom line is, like, if you keep jumping around with your strategies, you don't stay focused, you don't stay consistent, you're not going to get the results. You're not going to get the results that you want. You got to quit believing this bullshit that you hear on the internet, where it's so easy, it's so simple. You can do this in your sleep. You can do this in 30 days. In 6 months, you're going to be retired, living on an island in Florida somewhere with a big yacht out front. I mean, that's just not reality. You can watch all the YouTube videos you want. You can listen to all these gurus you want. You can buy all these bullshit courses you want. But bottom line is, if you want the results, you got to be consistent. You got to be consistent with what you're doing. So, what I do, what we do at Avid, an Avid Management Group, Avid Private Equity, is we work with private and institutional investors to create and manage portfolios, and we are consistent with our investment strategy. We buy regular houses in regular neighborhoods, and we just do it over and over and over again. And we are consistent. We are consistent with our buy box. We are consistent with our strategy. We are consistent with the way we manage our properties. We are consistent with the way we underwrite a property before we purchase it. We are consistent with the way we manage our partnerships. We are consistent with the way we underwrite the residents before they move into our properties. We are consistent with the way we manage the properties after the residents are already in there. We are consistent with every aspect of the way we operate our business, and we do the same thing over and over and over and over again. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen on social media, regular houses in regular neighborhoods. That's what we do. We just buy a bunch of existing single family homes, and we do it over and over and over again. We're consistent with what we do. And as a result, we get the results. As a result, we get the results that we're looking for. We are able to effectively, grow our portfolios. We have the ability to effectively manage our portfolios. We just continue to be consistent in what we do. And again, regardless of what you're doing, regardless of what you're looking at, regardless of what your strategy is, maybe you don't agree with my investment strategy. Maybe you don't agree with investing in single family homes. Maybe you're doing something else. But whatever you're doing, if you believe it works, you got to be consistent with what you're doing. We schedule our week out every Monday. We make our calls. We do our thing. We set our appointments for the week. Every Tuesday, we have our meetings to review the current portfolios and everything, all the moving parts of our business. And we are consistent with the way we schedule, with the way we run our business. And again, maybe it becomes, quote unquote boring at times, because we're not doing the we're not getting caught up in the shiny object stuff. We're not getting caught up in the flashy stuff. We are consistent. I don't think it gets boring, but from the outside looking in, all those guys do is buy a bunch of single family homes. How much fun can that be? Well, to me, it's not about fun. It's about running a business. It's about producing real results for our equity partners, for our equity partnerships, being consistent in our strategy, doing the same thing that works over and over again, being consistent, being focused, effectively managing what we do. And I don't get caught up in the shiny object stuff when it comes to investment strategies. Constantly I'm hit up by people to invest in different things, whether that's crypto or NFTs or blockchain or whatever's the latest thing, the timeshares, whatever it is. There's always a new thing that's coming, that's sent to me, a new opportunity. But I just stay focused, blinders on, and we're consistent with what we do. Like I said, we do the same thing over and over and over again, and we produce real results, because of that. So consistency is where it's at. I mean, I must have said that, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 times already. But I'm just being consistent with the message that I'm delivering here. So again, that's where we're at, regardless of what you're doing. If you're looking, my message for a new investor, if you're looking to be a new active investor, if you're looking to get into real estate, you're looking to start in the business, my message to you is that you need to stay focused in what you're doing. You need to have a solid game plan. You need to set a schedule, and you need to be consistent. If you're new to the business and you're raising money, you're buying houses, you're buying, apartment, whatever your strategy is, you got to be consistent. You can't fall off. So many folks, especially it can be difficult, if you're starting out and you're part-time in the business, it can be so difficult to lose focus and fall off, and lose that consistency. But you got to schedule your time. And that's very important, that you schedule your time and you dedicate your time. If you're part-time in the business, look at your schedule, and put it in your calendar, that you're going to be consistent with what you're doing. If you're working a full-time job, you're working 40 hours a week. Guess what? If you work 40 hours a week, you still have 128 hours left in the week. There's 168 hours in the week. People that work full time and say they don't have time to do shit, that's because you waste too much time. That's the bottom line. There's 168 hours in the week. If you work 40 hours a week, you got 128 hours left. You got plenty of time to be consistent with growing your business, with growing your investment business. So carve out your time. Carve out, don't overload yourself. Carve out a couple hours a week, couple hours a day, couple hours a week. Put it in your calendar. Make your calls, set your appointments, run your business. Focus. I've talked about this before, the red zone, green zone activities. Focus on the green zone activities, things that are going to make you money, things that are going to grow your business. Focus on that. If you're part-time, you don't have, you may not have an abundance of time with between work and family and other responsibilities. I get that, life happens, but schedule your time, be consistent. If you're going to carve out, 4 hours on a Monday, don't do anything else for that 4 hours on a Monday other than what you need to do to grow your business. Be consistent. Do it every Monday. If it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, be consistent. Do it every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If it's 4 hours or 6 hours on a Saturday morning, do it every Saturday morning. Put that in your schedule and don't let anything else get in your way from being consistent. And that's how you're going to grow your business. That's how you're going to build your business, is being consistent. Same thing if you're looking at it from, a health perspective. If you're looking to, start going to the gym, be consistent. Consistency. Start off small, 2 days a week, 3 days a week, whatever. Build up, but be consistent. Don't be lazy. I don't feel like getting up today. I don't feel. It was a long day at work. I don't feel like going. Be consistent. Consistency is key to get the results, regardless of what it is. Your health, your business, life, whatever. Be consistent. Put it in your schedule. Stick to it. Don't fall off. Consistency is key to get to getting the results that you're looking for, regardless of what it is. So, I know for me, we've been steadily growing the business, steadily growing the portfolio over the last couple of years, and that's a result of consistency. If I wasn't making my calls on Monday, if I wasn't setting my appointments on Monday for the week, if I skip a Monday, then my week falls off. Monday sets the tone for the week. I've said that before. So, maybe it's not Monday for you. If you're working full time, if this is a part-time thing, maybe that's Saturday morning, maybe that's Friday evening, whatever it is, you got to be consistent. And you have to follow through with that. Be consistent, grow your business, make your calls, set your appointments, do your thing, and try to stay focused. Try to stay focused on your strategy. Especially when it comes to real estate. Real estate is a long-term investment. It's not a quickie, get rich quick anything. Some gurus, some speakers, will, convey that message with all the flashy shit that they offer. But consistency is where it's at. It doesn't happen overnight, but if you are consistent, it does happen. So follow a strategy that works, be consistent with it, and don't fall off. Don't lose focus. When you're looking at growing a portfolio, it takes work. If you're looking at growing an investment business, becoming a real estate investor, it takes work. It takes a lot of time, effort, and energy right out of the gate to grow the business. It takes continued time, effort, and energy to continue to grow your business. And everybody, when it comes to goals, you gotta sit back and really understand where you want to go as far as being an active real estate investor, owning a real estate investment company. Where do you want to take your business? And you got to map out your goals, and you got to be consistent with following that plan to grow your business and grow your portfolio. And don't lose focus. Don't stray. When the newest, latest, greatest guru comes out, selling some new strategy that's going to quote unquote get you rich overnight, don't lose focus of what you're doing. Stick to the script, be consistent, and stick to your strategy. And I promise you, over the long term, if you are consistent in what you're doing and in following your strategy, following your investment strategy, long-term consistency is where it's at. So if you fall off, if you've fallen off already, get back on track and be consistent. That's where we're at. I mean, it's pretty much, that's my message for today. It's consistency is key. I'm done saying that. I promise you. I just really wanted to like hammer home with that. It's, that being consistent is what has allowed us at Avid to grow our portfolio to where we're at. Just staying focused and staying on track. And, I promise you, if you're in it for the long term, if you stay focused, you'll get the results you're looking for, regardless of what that is. So that's my message for today. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and listening. And, again, I don't have anything to offer here other than, my hope is that I provide value for you in some capacity. And if I do provide value for you in your business, whatever, and all I ask in return is that, you share this message, take the link, copy it, send it to a friend, share it on social media, whatever. And of course, give me some feedback. Let me know what you think of the message. Let me know what you think of the podcast so far. If you got some time, go back to the previous episodes. We're at episode 40 now. So there's a good bit of content out there. And, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think so far and give me some feedback. Let me know what you want to hear about in the future here moving forward. And, to get together, we can continue to grow this and hopefully, continue to provide you some valuable content for your life and for your business. So that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your time and have a great day.